Cool. So we've got the 3D boys spawning in on the right side. Finding it really easy to say that. And Ottomans. So we've got the Ottomans and Jean d'Arc. So we got yeah, Cat
We
Cat
see
and
the
Anotand.
military school.
Yep.
Funny enough, you gather sheep so quickly on this map because they're all right there in middle. Crackedy is sniping the deer in front of Anatand's base to make sure that his deer are scattered. He ended up nearly losing his scout, but he didn't, and he gets about half of that deer back. On the south side, we see the opposite. Baltune has pushed his deer in under the TC, guaranteeing that his food can't be harassed. And on the north side, we see a double Dark Age cistern play, which makes sense. For a time, people were seeing if triple cistern worked. I wasn't a fan of it, but the 2 is still covering basically all of your resources, and you're getting that extra eco bonus.
Yeah, it's really cool as well. I don't think I played this in a 2v2 setting, and I mean this gold mine is really far out, but I mean I guess they kind of all are, yeah. But you're almost privy to 2 gold mines. I'm trying to remember the 1v1 spawn. I might be completely off here, but I know you get one very close to you. But this one isn't a million miles away.
The key difference you may notice is that all of them, their starting gold is a large gold node instead of a small one. So, for the most part, the gold's meant to be further out, the secondary gold, but you have more to start with. And to be honest, if this match goes until they've drained their second gold node, we are seeing something that's very out of the ordinary for mountain clearing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's typically sacred, trebbing, maybe oh, there. Okay, of course. 2. Okay, we got 2 sacreds. Okay, cool. Cool. I should have noted that earlier on. Yeah, typically, you may be seeing a defensive landmark on the sacreds, and that turns the game, or just straight out, full blown, Burgrave in someone's face or something. So yeah, I'll be very surprised if this game goes longer than 15, 20 minutes. Very surprised if it goes longer than 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we're seeing mine work for Order of the Dragon. Not a surprise, because I think most people agree that their Aachen Chapel is one of, if not the worst landmark in the game right now. It's like almost completely unused. Berries for the Ottomans there's no trade nodes on this map, and honestly, with the wood lines, even though it's a team game, you're probably not going to be able to get a long enough trade line for it to make much sense.
Yeah.
Food is also hard to come by on this map. Berries just make a lot of sense all around.
I'm trying to work out the thought process behind this tower, because the gold and the stone, I think the stone might be as well. They're both in TC fire range, so I don't know if the tower was really needed.
Oh, well, yeah, no, likely if he went, you see the spearman on the south side here.
Yeah.
Underneath the stone. He's outside of the TC's range, but he's close enough that if a villager put down a tower there, it would still hit the gold. So I think this tower was necessary,
cool.
Especially with Cat coming in to try to deny.
Very strange early walling on the backside here as well. I guess he doesn't want any kind of aggressive wraparound. I don't get how you're still winning, Nanny. It's insane.
I'm always winning, man. That's my secret.
Oh, okay. So something annoying for the Byzantines over here. So Anotand Crackedy is the fact where his wood line is very far away. I guess most players they all are, which is, but it's being denied. We do have I'm not sure even how you say them, but a spearman coming out in defense for this.
Yeah, The wood line's a bit far back, kind of ironic given what mountain clearing used to look like. Honestly, no one has a safe wood line though, so there's lots of opportunities for raiding, which has been the strategy of choice for Team 3D so far. We saw the Knights, we saw some early spears from Ottomans. Hasn't gotten too much value is my only insight there so far. Like, I know they're looking for any way to get ahead, a villager pick, but the other team, Baltune and Crackedy, have done a good job on the defense. That said, they have 2 spears versus 2 knights right now with Joan coming in, and they actually eat a lot of damage there. So now we're starting to see this raiding pay off a bit. The wood line is denied. We're going to see for how long, but every second is going to be money in the pocket.
Yeah, just checking the resources of Crackedy. I'm not sure what he was using that wood for. He's now reset up his wood line on the complete opposite side. Go ahead.
Not to counter interrupt you, but you know what we talked about before the game? You can expect it like clockwork on mountain clearing. Look down at Baltune.
Oh.
Here we have the Burgrave.
Yes.
7 minutes in, and we should expect units pouring straight into Cat's base.
Excellent.
This is easily the most effective strategy on mountain clearing.
And preemptively, Cat has walled off his wood line, so that will help. A lot of stables coming out as well, so looking to get some Safari out. He's got a meta on the way. What does he switch the schools to? He's on archers on the schools, which is interesting. I think I'd have gone for Sapahi against men-at-arms, to be honest, but he may very well have already switched them now to Sapahi or another unit.
I'm very confused. I'm hovering over Baltune's base, and laying amongst the berries there, you may notice a villager from 3D Cat just walked into the TC fire.
Oh no, I think was that not a spearman? I think that was a spearman.
Was it?
Yeah. It was a very weak spearman that was left here.
It was still a very poorly microed unit.
I think it was left there, and I'm guessing he did control all military, brought them all into the center, and obviously forgotten about that. But it was sat there for a very long period of time on like 2 HP.
That's fair.
Okay, so archers.
And what's just as fair is that we need to see some sort of reaction for this Castle Age Men-at-Arm rush now, because I think the longer Cat and Anotand sit in feudal, the more this is going to punish them.
Yeah.
He's just pumping units right now in order to try to stave this off, which will work, but only for a time. I would say they're on a timer to make something happen.
Yeah, and the more upgrades that come in for these gilded men-at-arms, the harder it's going to get. They are obviously being outmassed, which is the best way to beat them, which is just sheer unit numbers, but...
Yeah, I will say on the other side, Anotand is trying to do the same thing to Crackedy, basically. You can see his knights and his archers just circling the base. But I don't know, yeah. We see one member of each team currently trying to push the person across from them. I still think it goes to Baltune. I think Order of the Dragon has what it takes to swing this match, but Anotand also identifies that threat finally, and while his archers are still raiding, his knights are coming over. Sipahi and archers might not be able to get the job done, but Joan of Arc certainly can.
So what I will say to this, as being a heavy, not Order of the Dragon, but HRE player, is food will become, and is right now becoming, an issue. He has, safe berries, but after that, he's going to have to do some sort of farm transition or venture out, in which these mobile units, the Knights and the Sapahi, that's when they're going to really come into their own to stop him getting out onto food. Like he's already getting queued on the... Yeah, he's already having to move out to the berries. Berries are going to be way less efficient to keep that Burgrave pumping.
You're absolutely right. You can see, we talked about he pushed the deer in earlier. Those are already gone. He's got maybe one sheep carcass left, it looks like. So he's on the berries. So he's gone down the list from fastest to slower to slowest food source now. And once the berries are gone, this Burgrave is going to stall out like an engine in need of of refueling.
This man needs a prelate. Leave me at home for a minute, I need a prelate.
Yeah. Crackedy, relieved of some of the harassment. Actually, no. His army is...
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's about 7 vills went down then.
That was bloody. I was going to say his entire army is out of base, so he must feel safe at home. Boy, was I naive, as he is immediately punished for not watching what's going on near his woodline.
And this is perfect. This is what he needs to be doing, keeping it. That's the only food he got. So now he knows that as well. I mean, this is and he's fully garrisoned.
Yeah, I
need a spear switch. We need some spears out, I think.
Yeah, this is team games at their finest. I think that we saw Baltune was pushing forward with those men-at-arms, and for a split second, Cat was sweating bullets, and then the Knights came in from his teammate Anotand, and I think it's the team play that swayed this completely.
Yeah, and I love this split. They're just splitting the armies up so perfectly. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh my God! We almost had it.
Yeah,
they almost committed on that.
Now going almost completely into Knights and Sipahi can just run back and forth between these bases, whereas Team Baltune and Crackedy, they've got infantry in both armies, which means that they can't respond to everywhere at once.
Yeah, this is so bad for Baltune right now.
Yeah, honestly...
And still men at arms. I guess it's because he's got the upgrades for them and there's no upgrades for spears. But, I mean, we're looking at the bank of him right now. He can genuinely get those upgrades in. I mean, it's just looking a bit rough, but Crackedy's definitely coming in to support here. But it's just, I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, we see men-at-arms, we see javelins, but we see a lot more Knights and Sipahi.
They're also playing it very safe, the 3D boys. They've got enough to beat this. They've lured them out enough away from the reinforcements that they're happy to take the fight. But I quite liked what they were doing. Is they had more of an army count, but they were just being really annoying, safe, luring them out. They'll get a few more, and yeah, the tap is in.
And there's the tap. Yeah, I liked the idea here. Obviously, going for the Burgrave. One of these players knew exactly what the meta is for this